Guys, my name is Ivan Jago. I'm a PPMS coach. I'm an author of a book called Success Psychological. But in this video, I don't want to discuss about my book. What is fundamental for me and something that's very close to my heart is helping people. And because South Africa tomorrow, the matriculants are starting with their exams. Just something that I thought like I can say before they write an exam, because I mean I know myself how does it feel, and the fear and the anxiety of going to exam maybe with minimum marks that which you think you won't make it or something like that. But I see this one that I don't want to do. I don't want you to develop a positive thinking about something that is not real. So I want to help you to face the reality of the way things are, and how can you be able to move from the way things are to making something better. Well, see, this is what I believe in. I believe in seeing things as they are and not worse than they are. So which means if you have got 20% or 20 marks which you have qualified for your exam, so which means, or maybe you have for your exam, doesn't matter, or doesn't help us to say, you know what, let's just assume that you've got 60%. No, it doesn't help. All we have to do is say, so you know what, this is the marks that I have, and what can I do to move from the marks that I have to the marks which I don't have. So in this video, you know, I'll try to just give a brief tips which I've used when I was doing matric myself in 2011. And but what's much critical for me is what you do before the exam, because you see a lot of anxiety and a lot of crisis and a lot of sweating that goes in before that. And I'll try to share some of the 5 tips that I have prepared for you. You see, this is what is very much important, and that's the biggest mistake which I think I did as a matric student, because I treated every question paper which I had, and maybe from 2004 until 2010 by then, because I did my matric in 2011. And one of the mistakes that I did was I did a lot of things, and I treated a lot of things, and I read a lot of things without understanding. And you know, when my friend Sidima Lega told me, he say, this is your problem. He say, you've done everything, but you see, you can't even solve this one simple thing. And that's the problem that most people have. You see, I wanted to be known as the workaholic, the hardworking student. So I've read everything, I've done everything, but I didn't know what I was doing. And that's something that has to apply to you. You see, in this very day when you are about to write or to start with your exam tomorrow, you see what's important is not about what you have covered or you have not covered. You just have to make sure that whatsoever you have covered, there is nothing that you're going to get wrong. There's no space for you to make a mistake. But remember, this is your future. So you can't say, you know what, I just get wrong for this and get wrong for that. No, that doesn't work. What you have to do, you just have to make sure that whatsoever you have prepared, you have to get it right. And whatsoever which you cannot be able to catch up by this time, make sure that this is the last thing that I'm going to do. This is the last thing that I'm going to think about. Because you see, this is what is important. You can't spend the whole day trying to figure out something that maybe it's supposed to require from you to take up the whole year to figure out. It's just impossible. You see, it doesn't require a specific genius to realize this. And that's what is very much important. And I want to share some of these tips in this video. So this is what is important. You must be able to make sure that whatsoever you know until now, it's something that you're sure about. And if you're not sure about, what can you do to be sure about? So this is not the time where you have to spend time and try to go around and using taxis and get this teacher, phone this teacher about this. This is the time where your mind has to be in a relaxing condition. Because this is what you do. You see, when you're in fear or when you're in a state of you're not sure about something, that's where you forget a lot of stuff and you cling to the strangest thing when you're in fearful position. So this is the key that I want to share with you. Make sure that whatsoever you know, you're comfortable with them and you can be able to do everything perfectly and in a way that's supposed to be. So which means by this time you should be able to know, how do I answer this kind of questions? And if a question asks me, I say identify or elaborate or describe, what is the meaning of those terminologies and how can I approach them? Because you see, each terminology comes with something different that's required from you as a student to do. And you can't just assume you say describe is the same way as elaborate and tabulate the same way as describe. You just can't do that. You have to understand from the way the examiners require from you how you should be able to answer that. But I see, that's the part that I wanted to share. But this is very much critical for me. You see, there's 5 things that I want to share with you in this video. And number 1 is, you see, when you're about to write, what is very much important is that avoid spending time with the people or with the student which you are supposed to write a subject with. And they say, but no, we have to discuss about this, what they did. You see, that's the problem. You see, the worst thing that a beginner can do is to spend time with another beginner. I repeat that again. The worst thing that a beginner can do is to spend time with another beginner. What am I saying? This is what I'm saying. You see, if you are trying to swim and you spend time with someone who's trying to swim, what are you going to do? You're going to feed each other's fear, and so you can't do this, you can't do that, you can't do this. And that's something. Before you want to write an exam, make sure that you don't find yourself in a position where you're discussing about something that you have read, something you're supposed to have read, something you're supposed to have studied. Avoid doing that. That's the first thing that you must do. Then secondly, make sure that when you go to exam, make sure that everything that you need, if you're writing mathematics, make sure that you have a calculator, I've got an eraser, I've got a pencil, and I've got maybe a couple, let's say for example, 3 pens that I need in case something happens along the exam. You see, how does this help you? You see, if you have everything in place, it reduces your fear, because now I don't have calculator. I don't know if they'll allow me to get a calculator from my friend or get a calculator from the moderator or from the individualator, I mean. So the anxiety of you panicking about something that you have to do, it goes away. Then the third thing that you must be able to do, and this what has worked for me very well. You see, when you're about to write, when they hand you a question paper and they give you the permission to open it, this is what you have to do, and very much important. Don't forget this. Go through the whole question paper. So which means if it has got 5 pages, make sure that you go from page number 1 to page number 5, and page number 5 going backwards. How will this help you? When you go through all these things, or the whole question paper, you see something which is familiar to what you have studied, and something that was easy when you're studying, and that immediately triggers your mind. So you know what, I can do this, I know how to do this. And you see, immediately from there, it introduced me to the point number 3, which is when you have done that, make sure that you start with the things that you are comfortable doing. Make sure, I repeat that again, make sure you start with the things that are comfortable doing for you. How will this help you? You know, when you start with something that's hard and you cannot do it, so which means immediately when you try it and you cannot do it, it shuts down your mind to all those things that you know and all the things that you have started. But if you do something, and you're able to do something, you're able to do something, you're able to do something, that's what I always say about discipline. Say, you know, the absence of one discipline affects the whole disciplines, and the presence of one is going to affect the rest. So which means if you can eat an apple a day, then you're going to remember to jog. If you're going to remember to jog, you'll remember drinking water. And that's simple as that. And that's something that you have to do like as a student. And the first thing that you must do as a student, you must be able to differentiate in terms of the way things are, like on your question paper. So which means this question number 1, question number 2, question number 3. So which means in terms of the allocation that have been given to me in terms of the mark, what am I going to do, and how I'm going to treat it different. Then the last thing that is very much important, it's being cautious about time. You see, if now they tell you, let's say for example you've been writing for 45 minutes, and now they ask you, say, time is up, or maybe you're left with 5 minutes. And here's the problem. If you have not followed my fourth instruction or my third instruction that was allowing you to write what you know, which means now you're trying to dazzle around, because for what normally we do as students is that we go for something that is difficult because it has got highest marks. So even if I don't know it, but as long as the highest mark, then I go for it. And this is the problem. You've struggled for the whole time. And now the problem is, now they say they're closing the session for the exam, and you have not written even the thing that you know, then it becomes a problem to you. So that's very much more important. And that's what I want to tell once again. It doesn't help if you can pretend as something is okay. If something is not okay, it's not okay. It doesn't help for me to go to the garden and say, you know what, let's just pretend that this garden does not have weed. Then we're just going to weeds, or we're just going to shout and say, there's no weeds, there's no weeds, there's no weeds, there's no weeds. But when you wake up in the morning, what do? You find that there's weeds and you're frustrated. So this does not mean that you should not be able to be positive about the result that can come out of this exam. But this means that you have to be realistic, which means this, you have to be optimistic about something that can happen. Because this is what I realized. Psychologists have made a study, and they realize that, you see, people who are pessimistic about something, they don't push themselves harder because they are sure about the result that they're going to get. And for me, there's one thing that I want to share before I close. And this one quote from my book is found from page number 216, and I'm sharing with you quote number 17, so it's 214 of my book, and I'm sharing with you from quote number 17. This is what it said. This quote was said by Richard Bench. It says, "Sooner or later, those who win are those who think they can." I repeat that again. Sooner or later, those who win are those who think they can. And that's something that I want to tell you. Those who win are the one who think they can win. Those who lose, they're the one who think they can lose. It's just simple as that. And for me, I just wish you all the best, And I just pray that God will help you in your exams, and that's very much more critical. Don't forget that. Don't forget to pray when you're about to write. Don't forget to pray when you are studying. Don't forget to pray after studying. Pray, 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 pray. Nothing beat prayer. Ask your parents, ask your friend, ask your relative to pray for you, because metric is very much more important. It's difficult, it's getting difficult with time to really get something better if you don't have metric. So I just wish you all the best for your exams. Thank you very much.